Hello and a very warm welcome to Cognito Key. Today, we are going to unravel a hidden code. It's something that governs everything, from the battery in your car to your morning cup of coffee. So, let's just dive right in, shall we?
So, let me start by asking you a question. What could possibly connect something as corrosive as battery acid, as everyday as coffee, and as powerful as bleach? I know, they sound completely different, right? But the answer is actually pretty fascinating.
You see, all of them have a specific place on what's called the pH scale. Think of it like a hidden language that classifies pretty much every liquid substance in the world around us.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, the pH scale is basically a system we use to measure how acidic or how basic a water-based solution is. It's kind of like the universal ruler for acidity and alkalinity.
And the name itself gives us a huge hint. The P actually stands for potential, or power, and the H, well, that stands for hydrogen. So when we're measuring pH, what we're really measuring is the power of hydrogen inside a solution.
Now, this is where things get really interesting. The pH scale isn't like your normal ruler where each inch is the same. Oh no, it's logarithmic. Let's break down exactly what that means because it's a game changer.
It means that for every single number you move on the scale, the change isn't just one little step, it's a tenfold jump, a massive 10x leap.
Okay, check this out. A solution with a pH of 3 is 10 times more acidic than one with a pH of 4. That's already a big difference. But if you drop down to a pH of 2, it becomes 100 times more acidic than that pH 4 solution. So every single step is this enormous leap in power.
So with that incredible power in mind, how about we take a quick tour of the scale? We're going to start with the acids, which you'll find on the lower end, from 0 all the way to 6.
Let's start right at the very bottom, at a pH of 0. Down here, we find super strong acids, like the stuff inside a car battery. This is about as acidic as it gets on our tour.
All right, let's move up the scale just a little bit, to a pH of 2. And here we find things you definitely have in your kitchen, right? Like lemon juice and vinegar. They're still very acidic, but remember, because the scale is logarithmic, they're actually 100 times less acidic than that battery acid.
Okay, now let's jump a little higher, up to a pH of 5.
And here's a fun surprise for you. Your morning coffee and even bananas are on the acidic side of the scale. So you see, this isn't just about chemicals in a lab, it's literally part of your everyday life.
And now we've arrived smack dab in the center of our scale, the perfect midpoint, a pH of 7.
This spot is considered perfectly neutral. It's not acidic and it's not basic. The classic example here is pure distilled water. It is the perfect point of balance.
All right, let's cross over to the other side of neutral and explore the bases. You might also hear them called alkaline substances. These guys range from a pH of 8 all the way up to 14.
Starting our tour of the bases at a pH of 9,
We find another kitchen staple, baking soda. It's a mild, super useful base that so many of us use for baking or even for cleaning.
Now, let's take a big leap up that scale to a pH of 12.
and here we have soapy water. And what's really cool is, you know that slippery feeling you get when you wash your hands with soap? That's actually a classic characteristic of bases.
So, what's the real scientific difference here? Well, it all comes down to these things called ions. Acids have a high concentration of hydrogen ions. They're like eager donors. On the other hand, bases are the total opposite. They have a high concentration of hydroxide ions, and they're ready to accept.
But okay, why does any of this really matter? Because pH isn't just a number, it's a fundamental force that's shaping our whole world. I mean, your own body is the perfect example. Human blood has to be kept at a super precise pH of 7.4. If it moves even a little bit, it can be fatal. In our environment, a small shift in pH is what causes acid rain, which can devastate entire ecosystems. It even dictates the taste and texture of our food, and let me tell you, it's absolutely essential for modern medicine.
So the next time you squeeze a lemon into your tea or wash your hands, you'll actually understand the secret science that's happening. Now that you know the code, my question for you is, where else in your day will you see the hidden language of pH? Thanks so much for joining us on Cognito Key. If you found this explainer helpful, please do like, share, and subscribe for more.